So at the moment, we've been inviting patients who are already known to our service to attend the group because we could assess whether or not they would be the most appropriate people to come in terms of their mobility, their cognitive ability, and whether, because the ground is uneven, whether they'd actually be able to cope with being out here, and also whether or not they could get here. So they're patients who are already known to either the PCDP or the CPN caseload. And so it was really to introduce them back into the idea of nature being really important for health, because so often when we visit patients, they say to us, oh, I need to feel better before I can go out. And really what they need to do is go out to feel better. So that's something we really wanted to introduce to them.
Been really positive, the feedback that we've had. So our clients, a lot of them have the depression and anxiety. A lot of them are spending more time out in nature. Some of them live in care homes, so they're actually making their environment in the care home more nature-based, which helps with anxiety and relaxation.
Some of them have made a commitment, haven't they, to do more.
They've made a commitment to do more nature-based.
One lady's even had a space where she used to sit out, but she wasn't able to do that when it was wet. And so she's had a gazebo put in so that she can sit out there now, whatever the weather's doing. So she sits out every afternoon for an hour, which is new since she started the group.
And also I think like the clients have recognised that when you're doing an activity, like our last session was painting pots. So while they're thinking about, well, what paint shall I use, what pattern shall I use, they're not ruminating and thinking about their problems. And often they say, oh, when I'm doing this activity, I'm not thinking about other things. I'm just concentrating on what I'm doing. So it's like looking at, you can use this activity within your daily routine. So it helps with alleviating your mood and your anxiety and on and on. So,
well, that's the aim of the group, is that when people start, they learn to do a meditation, and the expectation is that we hope that they will continue to do that every day and then continue it when the group's finished, and that they make a commitment to integrate nature into their life once the group is finished. Which is what the ladies said that they were going to do, and that they will carry that on, and that they learn new things to do. Some of the activities that we've done, they've learned to do new things which they could also do at home.
I think we've done on this group has been our first sort of group, experimental group. So we did 6 weeks. So then we decided really we need to do an 8-week programme. And also we did an hour and a half, and we thought maybe 2 hours it would be better sort of time to do the task. So we've used it as a learning experience for us, and so it's ever evolving.
Well, we've had some patients suggest that they would like to come back in 3 months and see what the next group has done in the polytunnel, and also how some of the other things have come on and what's happening here in the garden, because we're not the only people that use the garden.
Yes, so we've said it's an evolving project of which is expanding, and they can be a part of that, and if they have ideas they can bring them along. So it's ongoing really. It's really joyful. In fact, our consultant noticed the joy on our faces when he asked us about the group at the MDT. You know, could see how much it really helps with avoiding burnout. So you can spend quite a lot of time on the computer, but now we've got more of a creative element in our practice, and so we feel a bit more balanced as individuals, and we love nature, so it sort of comes, mind the pun, naturally to us.
Yeah, it comes naturally to us.
But yeah, it's really helped with focus, your concentration, obviously our moods as well, because you know we're human, and it really makes the working sort of place very positive for us, and an outlet to use our loves,
creative,
be creative, and it's transformative. I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. So these are the pots that the patients who were in the group painted on the last group, which represented integration, the last session, and how they were going to integrate everything that they've learned in the group into their life once the group had finished. So the idea is that they paint the pot to represent nature as they felt it at that moment, and they're going to plant something in the pot and watch it grow.
And also within that activity, this was the time when they were sort of focusing on all their problems and ruminations, and they were actively involved in deciding on what they were going to actually do, which they said helped them with not thinking about what worries them for some time, a little brief moment of respite. And they were lovely, and everybody did something different.
They did. really well with this nature frame. I'll just pick this one up because it's easy. So we made frames, and then each patient went outside and found a view that they thought was inspiring or stimulating, and so they held the frame up to that view and we took photographs through them. And so that was really effective, wasn't it? And we gave them laminated copies of those pictures to take home. We offered them the opportunity to take these home, but they didn't. Well, they chose to leave them here so that the next group could see what they had done.
And you've got a couple over here,
Yeah.
nature frames, so they're all very unique to the clients. Really beautiful creative pieces.
Difficult emotions and coping strategies group.
Yeah. So what it brought to the group nature is happiness, warmth, sunshine and growth.
And then we looked at difficult emotions. We wrote them on a heart, difficult emotions, and how you might cope with them and what nature can do to help you with that. So looking at clouds passing by to indicate that moods and emotions pass and things change, nothing stays the same.
Yeah, and when somebody's feeling anxious, suffering from anxiety, sitting in the garden, feeling safe, a nice place to go to.